we're gonna have Skylar and Plux from our Matse. Good luck.
Thanks. I think I'm live. Yeah, I'm live. This is Skylar Plux, a 3D platformer, indie platformer released on 2017. It's pretty cool. The timing starts once we actually can move. So basically now the first input would be where the time starts. So I'm gonna go and start the timer manually in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so first of all, we have bunny hopping in this game, so we can go really fast by holding forward and left or right. So basically W, D, W, A, and that gives us a lot of momentum. It's actually a little bit problematic. So we want a certain frame rate. On these PCs, it's actually pretty difficult to get the optimal amount of frames. Because if you have too high, your frame rate is too high, you actually don't gain any speed like you see, for example, here. And if it's too low, you also can't gain speed. It's a little bit finicky. But I hopefully can hit the sweet spot. And yeah, basically this is the tutorial, and yeah, I don't gain enough speed for small skips now. That's a little bit problematic. And yeah, we collect a little bit of money in the game right now. We actually just need it at one point, and then we will never need it again. And yeah, and that's basically the tutorial. It's pretty fast and straightforward. And yeah, we just use bunny hopping to pretty much get through the game very fast. And yeah, there I got an early cycle, which is actually pretty difficult to do. And fortunately I got it, because otherwise you gotta take a little bit slow route. And yeah, I'm losing right now a lot of inputs. It's suboptimal. And yeah, so now what we gotta do, we gotta use the momentum we gain here, and actually never mind. Normally when you have enough momentum you can just jump around the cutscene trigger. It saves a little bit of amount of time. However, we were not able to do so. So we have to do the slow way. And yeah. And because of the bunny hopping we're way too fast. So normally what happens here, those robots you see there, those are 4. You have to defeat them, and however, if you go doing bunny hopping, you're too fast and the game doesn't load them in. So we manually load them in by forcing to reload the last checkpoint, which is fortunately right in front of everything. And yeah, that's basically the only time we need money now. We don't need money anymore. And yeah, so that's the first level. And yeah, we start by climbing the sides of the mountains here, and we just skip pretty much 1/3 of the entire world. And yeah, we're gonna continue on skipping a lot in this speed run. And yeah, so we will use here right now the physics, and you use the fact that we're getting pushed. So what happens then is when you're getting pushed, when you gain the momentum and you jump, you keep the momentum, so we can skip the gap. It saves a little bit of time. Not too bad. And yeah, here we just got the jetpack, the one of the free items we get in this run. And yeah, it's pretty useful. It's not required to finish the game. There's only actually one item we need to finish the game, but we take it because it's fast. And yeah. And now we just skip pretty much even more of the level, and this is all in theory out of bounds. And yeah, here's some invisible walls we can actually stand on and then climb with the jetpack, and that's pretty much almost the entire level again skipped by going out of bounds. Yeah. So, and here we can actually hit the grappling hook early by going high enough, and as well as here, normally there's even more of a climbing section, but we can also skip that because we can jump high enough. But actually should be too. Alright, so, and once again, we just climb around. Normally we would have to go the intentional way, but slow, so we just climb all the way around. And that's well done. World 1 done. And yeah, so we need to collect 3 fuses in order to finish the game, to fight the final boss. Every world has 1 fuse. The console run is actually a bit different from the PC run, because on the PC version you can actually you can't skip any worlds. On the console version, however, there's 1 invisible wall missing, and you can actually access World 2 early. And when you finish World 2, you also automatically gain the fuse from World 1. And yeah. And this is one of the more interesting worlds if you do them fast, because we can b-hop pretty much all the way through it if we keep the bunny hop going. And there, sadly dropped it though. And yeah, and because we're way too fast for the game, the enemies don't even load in. And yeah. And now I show off one of the few glitches in the game. When you tap out of the game, well, you kind of can move in cutscenes where you should not be able to. And what I'm doing there is I'm moving to much more further forward position, so I can reload the checkpoint at a certain point in the cutscene. So I'm placed in a more convenient place or more forward space to just save a little bit of time. It's not too much, but it's alright. And yeah, normally we would here. First of all, we skipped a lot by using the grappling hook and the momentum we got with the jetpack, because normally we are supposed to do a lot more. And well, then we should do a puzzle with a time orb and thingies and enter a temple, and basically we enter the temple from the end of the world. We pretty much skipped everything in this world by going around it, but the problem is we can't actually finish the world unless we do all the puzzles in here, which is a little bit annoying. But yeah. And yeah, once again I'm gonna move in the cutscene, and it's gonna be a little bit tough. It saves a lot of time actually, and it's required if you really go for fast times. So I gotta focus a little bit. And yeah, basically normally you're not supposed to move in that cutscene at all, so we would start below there, and this way we save a little bit of time. You can do this in theory in the next one and in the third one as well. Oops, that happens sometimes. And with that, we save more time, and saving time is good, but the problem is the way the camera acts, if you control the cutscene, it's a little bit weird and off sometimes, because yeah, it's just a little bit weird, and it behaves always a little bit different because of the actors and everything. So this one is very tough to do, and hopefully I can pull it off. And I did it. That is actually a pretty difficult one. It's easier than it looks like. And if you fail it, you can even actually softlock your game, depending on where you land, which is quite unfortunate. But luckily I didn't softlock now. So, this is the last puzzle, and once we're done with that, we can actually also go and finish the second world and go to the third one. And yeah, and here we build up a little bit momentum from B-hops. Sadly not enough, so we gotta take a backup save. There's a safety strat there. It's just a little bit slow, nothing really major. Yeah. That's what I meant. That's what I meant with the camera sometimes acting weird. Didn't actually do any inputs, and so we just fell out all the way. That's also sometimes happening, that the game just thinks it has to move you. It actually happens really rarely, but sometimes it does, and then you just fall off. And yeah. There we go. And now we're again at the end of the world. This time, however, the tree here, this tree doesn't spawn unless you do all of those 3 puzzles, which we now did. So yeah. And now we can just go and finish up second world. Alright. So now the third world is coming up with some actually pretty major tricks in there. Again, we can skip so much in the speedrun by either using the way collision works and everything like that. And in World 3 we actually utilize a lot of, well, more glitches, or one major glitch, and that I'm gonna explain as well there. So yeah. The jetpack is a very, very useful item, because when you use the jetpack you have this roll animation when you move forward and use it, and that is actually pretty useful, as demonstrated in a second. So we want to go on this pillar, line up, roll. Normally when you get hit by a liquid, you get put back, you get staggered and put back where you stand. However, if you do roll, you can just roll through kill planes. And if you land on any platform while being out of bounds, or below the kill plane, liquid plane there, you can just move from that position on. And now we do a pretty difficult skip called hammer skip. And yeah, it's pretty much the hardest trick in the game. And doing it is very difficult, because yeah, one small mistake and you fall down. And the hitboxes in this game are really, really weird. I don't really expect to fail this. Right. Ah, come on. This is quite unfortunate. And yeah, that is sadly what happens a lot of the time, because the hitboxes are really wonky. Alright, I guess it just doesn't want to work today, so I'm just going for a backup. A very old backup, but it works as well. I bet it's a little bit slow. So yeah, normally we skip all of this a little bit when we're way faster. However, sadly, sometimes it just doesn't work. That's how the game is. And yeah, we take this checkpoint here as a backup, because we gonna do another well, roll clip, and hopefully do it first try. Otherwise I have to reset to the last checkpoint, which can happen, because it's pretty finicky. So yeah. That's what I meant. That's sometimes happen. Alright, so now we're back. Actually, what's happening sometimes? So yeah, we gotta do this again. Normally we have to do here a laser puzzle, like with the magnetic ability, or we can just skip that. Nah, there we go. So we land out of bounds and skip some parts of the game again. Puzzles. Normally if you do it first try, it's pretty fast. I did it, it's not that fast. And yeah, we just bunny up through the rest of this section. And there are plenty of glitches in theory that are not shown. Yeah, and there's the first gauntlet where we have to use the wrecking ball to destroy all the enemies. Yeah, there are a total of 3 gauntlets like that. It's not really difficult, but yeah. Once more, we're gonna use bunny hopping to go fast, And here's one of the another showcases where we're too fast for the game. Oops. There's a backup though. And yeah. So we're kind of not supposed to be that fast, because all those minions just spawn in. Sometimes they don't even spawn at the beginning, and we have to destroy all of them. So we use this robot and destroy all of them.
Just a quick reminder, you guys only have until the end of this run to donate towards the goal of a glitch showcase, which still needs a little bit of appreciation. So if you're just as curious as I am what the fancy glitches he would show off are, get it in.
Yeah, so now we have some kind of escape sequence, but just like everything else, we can just skip most of it. By maneuvering here, and yeah, first third of it is skipped, and yeah. We use our magnet ability again, and for this section, here we utilize the momentum we gain, and with that we can actually just grab the final grappling hook, and pretty much done with the world. Now we have the third gauntlet. I'm gonna go and move in the cutscene now, and with that technique or strat, I can basically clear most of the gauntlet already before I actually can move. We need to move this crushing ball to the end and destroy enemies as well, but yeah, that we're a little bit faster. And yeah, there we go. And that's the gauntlet. Yeah. We gotta stand here and wait a little bit, because otherwise the game can softlock, and happens pretty often, which is not that good. And yeah. You know, this won't be B, but I will do one quick glitch. So what we can do is, if we interact with this well, teleporter, and we tap out, we gain control by moving. So if I go out now, I moved away. Normally you stand always in front, and that way we can do the following: tap out, fall into the water. I'm loading a different checkpoint or teleporter, and now we have 0 HP. So I'm gonna go and defeat the final boss without any health. It's more of a meme though. One of the many stupid glitches this game has. Sadly, only a few ones are actually useful. Yeah. And that's the final boss. It's actually a pretty easy one. However, there's a quick kill, which is pretty difficult to get. So hopefully I get it. If not, it's unfortunate, but it's fine. So I'm just gonna go and position myself in front of him. It's not really that difficult. And yeah. Now this one is pretty difficult, quicker, because we have only a limit. Yeah, that's what happening. That's what happened. If you do it properly, you can get him in one cycle. And yeah. Oh, it's one of the hardest parts of the speedrun. Unfortunate. All right. So now we should be able to get the boss down. Yeah, that's fine. And that's pretty much time. And yeah. That wasn't too good of a run, but that's fine. Yeah. Skylar Plux is a pretty fun game. Just, yeah. There's not a lot of say. The community is pretty cool. This game is pretty much fun to run. The community is pretty active. They're all cool dudes. Yeah. If anyone wanna play it, the Discord is on the speedrun.com page. And yeah, everyone is helpful in the community and they're all awesome. Shoutouts to everyone in there, to Burari, to yeah, pretty much everyone. Yeah. I'm just gonna go and cut it short, because I think, a little bit behind schedule. So yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah. See ya!
Thank you, Matse, for that amazing run of Skylar and Plux. In a few seconds, we're gonna have Hollow Knight, any percent no major glitches. Stay tuned, everyone.